Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chanel and this video is going to be my May TBR game. I am so excited to introduce my TBR game. I know that this idea has been done before. I'm first person that I know that's done it is Becca in the books. She's the first person that I've seen that has done this TBR game, and then also Steph Loves also has done it as well, and that is Bookoplathon. I love Monopoly and I love books, so when I first saw Becca's video and she said that exact same thing, I thought that's perfect. I love the idea, so I have made my own one. It ain't perfect, but it's what I can do and what I will work with for now until I can get a proper board. But this is what we are working with for now. So yeah, obviously I've got loads of different prompts. Obviously I've got go there, what says to own TBR randomize. So I basically go to my TBR and go, because I've got a list of all the books on my TBR that I haven't read, and I will put that into a number generator and generate that number, and whatever number it lands on, that's the number I will find in the list and pick out that book. Next is sci-fi, so I'm going to go over the property spaces first, I think. Yeah, so next is the brown ones, what is sci-fi and dystopia. I put it here because I don't really read that many sci-fi. I'm not really a big fan of reading sci-fi books, so that's why I've only put it on the first two squares, because I'm not a big fan of sci-fi at all. So yeah, that's why that's there. Next over we've got the blues here. What is, I've got two mystery and thriller spaces, and then I've got one horror spaces. I do like reading horror. I don't have that many books for horror physically. On my mystery and thriller, that's a different thing. I've got two shelves full of thriller and mystery books, so I've got plenty of them to read, and that's why they've got two squares on the board. Next is pink, I believe it is. Is it pink on the thing? Yes, it's pink. It's pink here. So I've got contemporary, historical fiction and magical realism. I have obviously they explain themselves. When I land on contemporary, I read a book that is a contemporary gen. Historical fiction, I will read that when that lands on that. What I do want to read more, I have actually got a small little collection growing now, so I'm quite happy with that. Magical realism, I haven't got that many books with this, I don't think. I'm still trying to get used to all the different types of books that there are out there, so I am trying my best to get to know them all and what they are. So I have put that on there, so I am learning and what they are as well. So yeah. And next on the board is orange. It's orange here. What is adult yeah, they are all adult fantasy. They are. And my board has completely broke. Yeah, adult fantasy. So basically I will have to read an adult fantasy book when that lands on that. What is, yeah, basically, you know, quite easy to know. Next on the board is red, what I've put as romance, as I do like romance. This shelf here is all my romance books. I have got a few romance books here. I haven't actually read them all, so I'm hoping to get to them all very soon. But yeah, no, I am starting to like romance more, so I'm looking to grow my collection for romance books. I am, yeah, definitely want to read more romance books. Next is yellow, and I've put that as middle grade. Yeah, so basically I want to read more middle grade, so whenever that lands on middle grade, I will read a middle grade book. I have got some middle grade books, what I'm kind of enjoying, and I also like reading middle grade books because then I can also give them to my brothers to read as well, and it helps them. So that's why I've got middle grade. I am starting to read more. I started to read more middle grade. Well, I first read middle grade last year around November, December time, when I first read my first middle grade book, and it was Frost Heart. The first book in Frost Heart, and the Frost Heart series was my first middle grade book that I read. So, and I really enjoyed it, and I still have got the other 2 books left in the series that I do need to get to, so hopefully we can get to that when we get there. Next on the list is, next on the board is green, and that is YA fantasy. I have got loads of fantasy books, loads of them. Yeah, I've got really, I didn't know how many fantasy books I've got, and it is a mixture of YA fantasy and adult fantasy. I just didn't know how many fantasy books I had. I didn't think I had that many fantasy books. I thought I grew out of that when I left school, so I'm very surprised that I've got them. So I have got loads that I do want to get to as soon as possible, so hopefully I can. Next on the list, next on the board is dark blue. What is graphic novel or manga? I want to read more graphic novels and mangas. I do. I did start reading them before, but then I kind of grew out of them because I thought they was childish. But now I've fallen in love with graphic novels and mangas again, and I want to read more, so that's why they are on here. So hopefully I can get to the more of them soon. So we are now back around. So we've got obviously community shelf. When we land on community shelf, obviously I pick up a community shelf card, and then you've got chance. What is obviously chance? So yeah, so the community shelves are basically have got different prompts on it. I will go through and show you the cards later on in the video to show you what I've got on there. And then the chance cards are books that I some of them, half of them are books that I really want to read, and then the other half of the books are books that I'm not looking that forward to reading. So it's, yeah, it's a chance basically of what books I will get when I get to a chance card. So yeah, obviously here next on the board we've got most recent purchase. So that means any book that I have purchased recently. So it might be this month or the week, or whenever. Basically, the last book that I purchased, that is the prompt that I would have to pick up that book for. And then we've got own voices. I don't read enough books with own voices, so I am hoping to get to land on this one as much as I can, because I would really like to read more books with own voices. I would. Then we've got Brother Pick here. This would be the gel card and just visiting space on the normal Monopoly board. But yeah, I've put this as Brother Pick because my brother like interacting with my reading and like reading themselves. So, and once they heard that I started a YouTube channel, they wanted to be on here as well. So I've let them have a square on here so they can do their picking, and they can be as nice as they want to or as horrible as well. So they can pick me a nice small easy book to read, or they can pick the biggest book on my shelf instead. So we will see once we land on that one where we will get to. Hopefully they will be nice. And then we've got this one here that is small book, what is under 300 pages. Then we've got here POC rep, what is any book, basically that is any book that has got a POC author, or the main characters in the book is a POC character. So yeah, so a POC is basically, if you didn't know, it stands for person of colour. And I really do want to read more POC rep books. I really do want to read more POC books. So yeah, hopefully I can land on that one soon. Then we've got another community shelf, and then here we have got gifted. Basically, if I land on this, I will read any book on my shelf that has been gifted to me. And there is some that have been gifted to me. I haven't got that many, but yeah, that basically means gifted if I land on that one. Then we've got chance again, and then we've got the most pleasing space on the board, and the space that I love the most, I think, on the board is the LGBTQ+ rep book. So basically that is to read any book in that community. So any book in the LGBTQ+ community is the book to read. So any book that is gay, is queer, is sapphic, any book like that is the book to read for that prompt if I land on it. Then the next space along is big book. So that is any book over 500 pages. Yeah, any book over 500 pages is here. And then here we have got 5-star predictions. So that basically means any star that I've got a video for my 5-star predictions. So I will go to that video and pick out of them books there for my 5-star prediction, and yeah, I can choose from that video what book to read basically. Then we've got another community shelf. Then here we have got disability rep. So that means any book that has got any disabilities in it, they are the books that I would read for that prompt if I land on that space. Then we've got a chance. We've got a chance here, and then we have got to the last space on here is a ebook, so I can read any book on my Kindle or for Kindle Unlimited, as I got that. And I've just recently bought myself a new Kindle, so I've had to take advantage of that. And I also got Scribd as well, so I can read or listen to any audio books or read any ebooks off a Scribd as well. So yeah, that is my Bookopoly board, and what I can't wait to play. So we will get into that soon. Just going to quickly show you the cards, some of the cards that I've got. I know some of these aren't the same size and stuff, but it doesn't really bother me that much. So these are my chance cards. Here, that's what they look like, and these are my community shelf cards. Really plain, easy and simple. I'm gonna go through some of the some of the chance ones first. So we've got this here. So we've got Letters from the Dead. We've got The Cat and the City. We've got The Age of Witches. We've got Rewind. We've got Silent Victim, and that's just some of them. And some of here are books that I want to read and some books I don't want to read. So yeah, they are some of the books there. I will give that a shuffle before putting it down. My community shelf ones, we've got here DNF book. So I have got a little list of books that I have actually DNF'd. So if I pick this card up, basically I will go to that list, pick a book off that list to try and read again. If I DNF that book again, then I will definitely unhaul that book, basically. Then we've got Goodread Randomize. Basically, I go onto Goodreads and Goodreads Randomize. So basically, I'll go onto Goodreads and go onto my TBR wish list on there, and I basically go to the very last page, see what number is there, whatever that number is. Then I will go onto a number generator and number generate that, and whatever it lands on is the book I will read. And that will be either, if I have to read it on Kindle Limited, if I can get that as an ebook, then I will. If I can get it on Scribd, I will read it on there. Or if I've got it physically on my shelf, then I will read it physically. But that's basically what that means. Next is Mood Read. Basically, that I will use this card whenever I want throughout the month. For when I want to basically mood read. So if there's a particular book that I want to read, for instance, at the end of the month, and I've got a mood read card, then I will pick that book to read for that card. Next one is Last Colour, and basically you can see, hopefully you can see what it says there. It says the last colour of the last book read needs to be on the cover of your next read. So for instance, if my last book that I read is, for instance, blue, because I'm just saying that now because I'm reading Ugly Love. So if the cover's blue, okay, then the next book that I read will have to have some sort of blue colour on the cover. Basically that's what that means. And I'm just going to show you one more, and we've got Beautiful Cover. Basically that is a book that I think the cover is beautiful on, and what could also be a cover by what I do a lot. I know you shouldn't do cover buys, but I do. And I'm not guilty. I will hold up my hands and I will confess that I do it. And I know loads of other people out there do it as well. But I can't help it. I love it. If I see a book that I love the look of, I will buy it. I will buy it. Most of these books are cover. Some of these books are cover buys. Like one of them books that I know for sure is cover buys. Is a cover buy because the cover is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. But yeah, these are some of the sort of prompts that I'm doing for community shelf. So yeah, and they are all the cards and my little figure that I am using. I couldn't find a proper little like figure what I wanted to use or anything, so I am just using Gwen Stacy, as she is my favourite little Spider-Man from the Spider universe. Yeah, she is my favourite one. So yeah, I know Spider-Verse. Yeah, she's my favourite one out of all of them, all the different Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse. She's my favourite one. And I am using 2 normal dices. Obviously 2 normal dices. Yeah. So yeah, when I do this, what I'm going to do in a minute, if I do roll any doubles, that will mean it will be a extra roll. So I do 5 rolls, as I think 5 books is enough for me. But if we do end up getting doubles, obviously I will do an extra roll, what I am fine with. So yeah, that's all about the board and the cards and everything. And I'm just thankful for Becca and the books for making this game, and Steph for doing this game, as I absolutely love this idea. I really do absolutely love it. So I cannot wait to play it. So let's go. Roll number 1. Let's see what it's going to be for my first book for my May TBR. First roll, we got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is brother pick? For my first roll, we landed on brother pick, and one of my brothers have picked this one for me, Ace of Spades. I'm not even going to attempt to say this author's name because I won't be able to say it at all. So here you go. Yeah, I've heard loads of good things about this. I know that this is like Gossip Girl. That's what I've heard loads of people say about this, that it's got Gossip Girl sort of vibes. So I am looking interested in reading this, as I do like watching Gossip Girl. So yeah. Roll number 2 for May. For my May TBR is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Adult fantasy. Second roll, we landed on adult fantasy. The book that I have picked for adult fantasy is The Final Emperor. by Brandon Sanderson. This has been raved about and loved by loads of different booktubers. I know Jay loves this book. This is one reason why I picked it up in the first place, because I know Jay loves this. So yeah, I can't wait to get to this. I know loads of people love it, and I can't wait to start reading Brandon Sanderson books, or as Jay call them, Brandy Sandy. Roll number 3 for May, the May TBR. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Landed on romance. Third roll, we landed on romance, and the book I'm going to read for romance is The Kiss Co-Creation. I will pop it up here on screen, as I am reading it as a ebook on my Kindle, as it is on Kindle Unlimited. I am reading this book for Steph's new book club that she's just started, what is called Clitron, what is called Clitera. What I am very happy about joining, as they are only reading romance and smutty books. What I can't wait to get to and read. So yeah, I'm very excited to read the Kiss Co-Creation, as this is actually about, I know that the main character has got Asperger's or something. I know that she's got a disability, and I do believe the actual author has this as well. So it is a sort of an own voices book as well, and it is a disability rep book as well. So I am very happy about reading this, as well as its romance. So yeah, I am very looking forward to reading this book. Roll number 4 is 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. YA fantasy. For the 4th roll, we landed on YA fantasy. For this one, I have picked Gracelyn by Christine Cashmore. I've had this on my shelf now for a while, and I must admit it is a cover buy. I saw this cover and I just fell in love with it. I know you shouldn't really do it, but I fell in love with this cover. It's just beautiful. I love the green and the gold and the red. I just love it. Oh, I know that this is about people getting powers, and some of them are feared for having having certain powers, and some of them are exploited for it as well. And I think the person that we are following, I believe she gets the power of killing people. It says, in a world where people born with an exceptional skill known as a grace are both feared and exploited, Casa carries the burden of a skill even she despises, the grace of killing. Like, that sounds really good, really good, and I really want to read this so badly. I really do. So yes, can't wait to get to this one. And the last and hopefully final roll is a double. We've got 8, so that means there is an extra roll to be added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is graphic novel slash manga. Yeah, 5th roll we landed on graphic novel slash manga. What I'm reading for this one is the chef kiss. I will put it up here on screen, a picture of it, as I don't have it physically. I am reading it as an ebook form. I really don't want to. I do prefer reading graphic novels and mangas physically, but I don't own it at the moment, but I really want to read it. This is also a book for the Queer Picture Book Club that is run by Spoops over at Spoopy Halls. Yeah, I am looking forward to reading this one. It is also gay, what I am very happy about, and it's also romance, and hopefully it's got food contents in it as well. So if it's got romance and food contents in it, then it's going to be chef kiss. Oh, why did I just do that? But no, I am very much looking forward to reading this. I don't know that much about it, so hopefully I will enjoy it. But I should enjoy it as what I think is going to be in it. If it is, then yeah, it will be really good. 6th and hopefully final roll is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we landed on a chance card. Let's see what it is. And it's what's the freaking it's Letters from the Dead by Sam Holcomb. And then the 6th and final roll, we landed on chance, and for chance we did get Letters from the Dead by Sam Holcomb. I have got it here. This one here. This is a historical fiction as well. It is. This one I did actually buy for the cover. Like, just look at this cover. It is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It gives me gothic vibes. I just love it. I love it. It gives me gothic, witchy vibes, and yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. It kind of gives me voodoo vibes as well. So yes, I love it all. I don't know much about this book at all, but yeah, I am looking forward to reading it. So hopefully I will enjoy it. So they are all the books from the rolls that we just did. There is also one more book that I am going to add on to my TBR. I know there are going to be 3 extra books as well that I'm going to add on, because Becca has decided to do a 48-hour bookathon reading readathon she is, and she's doing this with 21 or 24 other different YouTubers, booktubers she is. And I am very much looking forward to joining this, as I've never joined one before, and I literally just missed out. Last year I did, as I just got back into over a reading slump last year when she did it, so I missed out last year. I was actually disappointed that I missed out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing it this month. I'm looking forward to doing it for May. I am. So yeah, she has already put out her announcement video for this. I will leave it down below. I will put on the screen somewhere the date that she is doing this, and I believe she is actually doing this from the 21st to the 22nd of May. So it is going from midnight on the 21st of May to the midnight of the 22nd of May. So yes, I am very much enjoying this. She has already released the first prompts in her announcement video, so I know what they are, and I've already picked out a book for that as well. For the first role, what Becca has already done, the 2 prompts was small book or under 300 pages it was, and then the second role was it landed on God. So I have decided to put both of them prompts together, and I am combining them, and I am reading A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. This I am looking forward to for one particular scene in this book, and that is Hades baking cookies, wearing a little apron. Like, I want to picture, I can picture it in my mind already, of Hades, you know, the god of the underworld, like wearing a pink frilly apron, and he's baking cookies. Like, you wouldn't expect the god of the underworld to do that. Like, you really wouldn't, and that is the main reason why I want to read this. And I love the story about Hades and Persephone anyway. Like, I absolutely love their story. I've got this one of their story, and I've got some other different books retelling their story as well. So yeah, this is one story, one Greek story that I absolutely love reading about. So yeah, I cannot wait to read this. I know in this one, I believe it does. This one is on Persephone's point of view. This one is. I know there are other books in this series as well. I think there's another book of this one on her point of view again, and then there's 2 other books as well from Hades' point of view. So I am very much interested in reading all of these books that are in this series. So hopefully I can, and I cannot wait to find out the next role for Becca's readathon. Like, I really can't. So yes, this I cannot wait for to get to. So yeah, this is the extra book. Hello, editing me here. I'm just quickly coming in and saying that the book that I was originally going to pick for the first role for Becca's readathon, I'm not going to pick no more because it is over 300 pages. So I have now scrapped it. Instead, I'm going to read 2 books instead, because we have got 12 hours, so I can easily read 2 books in 12 hours. For the God prompt, I am reading, well, I can't wait, I've been literally waiting to read this for a while. God prompt, I am going to read Law Olympus by Rachel Smith. I've been waiting to read this for a while now. Yes, this is volume 1. I know that there is 2 more volumes, hardback volumes like this coming out. I know that they do this in online, on the webtoon sort of thing, and you can read it on there, but I'd rather have it like this, physical hardback one. What I can't wait, like the artwork in this is beautiful. It's It's absolutely like gorgeous. Like, look at that. Yeah, I cannot wait to read this. I'm so happy that I'm getting to reading this. I was actually saving this for a readathon, so I can't wait to read this. It is about Hades. Hades is the god of the underworld, so it counts. So this is my first book for the first lot of 12 hours for the god prompt. Then yeah, the small book one. I very quickly scanned my shelves. Literally pulled off every single book, looking through for a book that is under 300 pages, and these are the ones that I found. So I am going to read one of these. I'm wanting to read Buffy because it is a graphic novel. Be nice and easy to read in 12 hours. Like, I can easily read 2 graphic novels in 12 hours. That can be easily done. Yeah, that can easily be done. Or the next one that I was going to read is either The Secrets He Kept, I'm thinking of reading, by Jackie Welsh, or it's going to be Normal People by Sally Rooney, or Big Panda and Tiny Dragon by James Norbury. Yeah, they are the ones that I most likely will read. But I'm not that sure yet. But I probably will pick one of these books to read for the small book under 300 pages prompt. So yeah, back to the videos. And then there are 3 more roles, obviously, like I said, for Becca's readathon. And yeah, we won't find out the prompts not until the actual readathon starts. So yes, but these are all the books that I am reading for this month, plus the 2 ebooks, and then also 3 more books as well. What ain't that bad, really. It's like, it ain't a bad stack. I think there's about 10 books altogether that I would be reading for May, so it isn't a bad stack at all. And I am very much looking interested in reading all of these books and looking forward to it as well. So yeah. Yeah, so I can't wait to read all of these. But no, that is all for this video, guys. If you did like the video, please give it a like, and if you want to see more bookish content from me, hit the subscribe button and make sure that you hit the little bell notification so that you can be notified. But I will see you in the next video, guys.